Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. My mic is all super loosey-goosey because my daughter got into the office without me knowing. My wife and I were looking for her, and we found her in here. Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. This is the Greenroom as a bathroom, and I don't know if I told my guest that was the name of it, but we'll find out. I did. Okay, great. I did. I gave him some show prep. That's awesome. But today we have a good friend of mine who is definitely not blood related, but is related other ways, through marriage. I'm not married to him. I'm married to his sister. Anyways, this is Journal.
Yes.
This is his stage name, I believe, is what he refers to.
Yes, Journal is my stage name.
Journal is his stage name.
Like Post Malone, but as Posty.
Yeah. We all just assumed Post Malone was his.
That's right.
Was his birth. His
for
Christian
so
name.
long.
Yeah.
For so long.
Anyways, he is a singer-songwriter from Southern California. If you can hear that, that is my daughter trying to break through the ceiling. But yeah, anyways, glad to have him here. We're going to talk about some singer-songwriter stuff. Again, this is the Green Room is a bathroom. It's the idea behind it is the importance of live music to not only culture at large, but humanity specifically. We have an intrinsic tie to music. I was just telling him before we started that music, like the first musical instrument artifact that we've found is something like 35,000 BC. So 2,000 plus that 35,000, 37,000 years ago in Germany. And to show you how drastic that is, or dramatic that is, the first written word that we have is about 5,000 BC. So music, live music, is way older than reading, way older than writing, more important in my view, despite the fact that there's a lot more writing all around here, and he's a songwriter. But the point is, super important. Want to talk to people about music, and we're going to do just that, I should say, today with Journal here. So, I want to give him a sec to kind of introduce himself, but again, like and subscribe, comment, do all the algorithmic things, right, because that's what they tell you to do. Anyways, Journal, take it away. Who are you? What do you do?
I've been doing music. My name's Journal. I've been doing music for about the better part of my life. If you were to split my life in half, I've been doing more time doing music than I have been alive not doing music, right? Yeah, I kind of just have been in every kind of band imaginable, every kind of opportunity imaginable, and every kind of failure imaginable for music, you know? All the way down to like, you know, breaking down in the middle of a winter on a tour during a blizzard, you know, every kind of horror story you could think of, probably have had it happen. You know, it's been a fun time.
We'll get into some of that for sure in a little bit, but that's awesome. So yes, I know when I met your sister, because I didn't meet you at first, I met your sister.
I would hope so.
Yeah, who I married you, as I said before.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. My beautiful wife. Anyways, when we had talked about you early on in the relationship and just the exciting things that you've been able to do, she was all about just like, oh my gosh, you're a musician? This is what my brother does, kind of thing. It was so cool to just be able to hear some of those things that, some of them were familiar and some of them were like, wow, you got to do that. That's cool. I wish I could have done that kind of thing. Yeah. Never did that. And so it's interesting. It's cool when you get those connections that are just so organic like that. I wasn't like scouring the internet to try and find a woman whose brother was, you know, right, interested in music. My wife is interested in music as well, but I wasn't looking for that specifically. But it's sort of serendipitous. It's cool when you can have those connections.
That's so sweet. I never heard that before.
Serendipitous?
No, that you.
Oh yeah. Like, bust out my dictionary at first. That's not what you mean. Anyways, cool. Well, as we've done with a couple of other podcasts so far, want to get into a few segments. First thing, the big question, and given that this is a podcast, will be put out there on the interwebs, all of them, and I think there's like 3 interwebs. All the social media stuff, YouTube, all the big things. And you've got a pretty successful streaming career, I guess you could call it as well, and you integrate your music in that. Super cool. Get into that as well. The whole point of this podcast and the point of this is, I know I said it earlier, but truthfully, it's just about getting free stuff. And so at the end of the day, how many subscribers do you think we're going to need to have before companies start sending free
You know, actually, it's not really about the numbers anymore. I found that I've been trying to get free stuff for years.
Okay.
You know, like, so I'm on the same page. And I just saw my friend get a free free keyboard for his computer, and I said, "How did you do that?" He says, "I message every single company I see every single day." And so I said, "Okay, so it's going to take me a lot longer to get some free stuff then, because I'm not that mentality." That's right.
That is not actually the big question of the day. He just went with it, and he had a personal story to pull from.
That's right.
But Zounds, whatever your name is out there, American Musical Supply, big guys, if you're watching, I am available as a shameless propagandist. If you want to feed me exactly what you want me to tell the masses, all 7 subscribers that I'm sure I'll have at the time of this launching, I'm available. I will sell out so hard.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
Anyways,
right.
now back to the real thing. The real big question. This is, I think, a little bit. Going to be a bit of a left turn here because this is actually a genuine question, a real big question as I have it labeled here. Do you think the advent of AI? I mean, we're talking about live music. The reason I feel that live music is so important is because, like so many things in society, in human history, when something becomes more convenient, the sort of old ways of doing it just fall by the wayside. We have horses. I know I live in Southern California. Norco is a city not that far away. It's Horsetown, USA, according to them. No offense to people in Norco. It's not Texas, it's California. But like having a horse used to be a necessity. It was your car. That's why we refer to engines as having horsepower. And now it's sort of this luxury. It's fallen to the side where society was sort of formed, cities built around the idea of having a horse. Now it's cars, kind of thing. And so cars are the advent of technology coming in and kind of pushing off to the side. What I don't want, and what I'm scared of, and hopeful still, is to see live music perpetuate and go beyond that. So with the advent of AI, I know we got super left turn from being a propagandist to genuine question about it. So things like Suno, and I'm not sure if you know Suno, or just even just general AI integration into all sorts of software. Do you see that as ultimately something like the car removing the horse from common life, or do you see it more a matter of like a new path for creativity that doesn't burden it but allows new areas to be explored?
Yeah, I'm actually very hopeful about this.
Okay.
So I've always had this kind of positive attitude. I think of it best as the electric guitar.
Okay, that's,
That's right. So I think of it as the electric guitar. When the electric guitar came around, a lot of people love electric music. Electric music has been pushed to a little bit of the forefront, but that acoustic feeling still gives you so much more emotion that you can't take away from that, right? There's still people like Ed Sheeran still make, millions off of his acoustic stuff, and as well, he integrates technology into his live sets. So I think that it's going to be what it always is another tool for musicians to use to push forward.
So I guess sort of the creative, if he or she is determined, will find function even in and things like that.
And I see this happen a lot because of the streaming stuff I do, right? Sure. A lot of people want to come in and use AI and say, I'm a writer now.
Okay, yeah.
And I say, oh, awesome, let me hear your stuff. And within seconds you can tell it's AI, first of all. There's nothing really backing it. There's no substance. Yeah. I think if I hear a song again about a city, it always refers to it as a concrete jungle. Right? It's always like this concrete jungle, and I'm like, dude, every single AI song I hear referring to a city, that is the line it goes to.
That's pretty good.
So I think that the emotion behind writing real music is always so important, and you can tell the difference, at least right now. You can tell the difference between human art and AI art.
That's fair. I mean, I guess that currently, so maybe you're watching this video and the AI is taken over 10 years in the future, and this is not the case anymore.
That's right.
And if that's the case, then I pledge allegiance to my mechanical overlords, just in case. But, so I have a track record. I've been consistent on this. You guys are better than us.
That's right. There you go.
Please don't send me to the salt mines or whatever. But Regardless of that, you see it in just visual art now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's AI. I mean, it can still be interesting, it can still be useful. You can still copy certain styles and stuff like that, but it is very much as good as it can be. It's very obvious at this point still, and I would imagine not. I'm a musician. I'm creative. I'm not an engineer. I can be a sound engineer. I've done that as a profession, but not like an engineer. I don't know the mechanical working systems and processes of that. So I can't explain what AI is, truthfully, other than just massive computing taking place almost instantly. But my point is, for now, this can change literally next week, but for now, we can still you can tell what is and what isn't. So yeah, I'm hopeful that what it can be is sort of the overcoming that last hurdle for some people. So the accessibility of music and production and things like that to everybody. I think of it, and it's funny you mentioned the electric guitar as sort of your example, because that was bouncing around in my head when you mentioned that. But just even in conversation, talking about it now, it feels like it might be similar to. And I remember the first time I went to the store and bought this, but computer recording. So digital recording. So the difference between tape recording in a studio, paying thousands of dollars to have a sound engineer, a professional engineer who's at the end of the day is paid that, and again, done sound engineering, is paid that because he knows what every single one of those buttons does, and there's a million of them, and it's tape recording, and it's just it's a beast of a job in that sense, and then you have companies like Cubase and Avid at the time. I don't even know if Avid's still a thing.
I haven't heard of Avid in forever.
Pro Tools?
Yeah, and forever. It's like long ago.
Yeah, well, Pro Tools is still pretty standard.
Pro Tools.
But yeah, and then even Logic with Apple, and them bringing that sort of to a commercial level. Like you went from, you can only record if you have like 10 grand in the bank minimum that you've saved and done shows for. Now we go into the studio for like a month and maybe we get this done in time. Maybe we have to do another fundraiser. To, I spent $100 and I have, a Focusrite sitting on my desk at home and I recorded everything and now I'm able to do this. So I'm wondering if it's going to be similar to that. So you have, and there is some hope in that because again, like you think of, okay, what if the next greatest songwriter or artist of all time is just that ability to pay for recording away from being able to produce the greatest album of all time, or the greatest song, or that song that just changes things. Like, because as live musicians, we all have those songs, I feel, and maybe even some of us have written those songs. I know I haven't. I can show you my album right here. It's the only one that exists.
There it is.
The glare. Yeah, it's awful. My daughter will find this every so often and point. It's like, yeah, it is me. It's me from a long time ago. Anyways, so I didn't write that song, but some people will have written that song that just kind of changes the way you think, the way you believe, the way you exist. And so there are those songs that really are truly impactful and change culture even. So maybe that next artist is just an AI integrated software. This sounds less romantic when you include that part, but maybe that's all it takes to sort of change culture even.
I think it's very possible, and I think it will happen. I do think it will happen, but the hopefulness that I still continue to have is that music is ever changing, ever evolving, ever growing. And just because you have one top of the line artist doesn't mean you have another one right below it. Sure. Doesn't mean you don't have thousands of other artists. And that's where the beauty of music always has been and always will be, is that it's a creative thing. Everybody's music is so important to them and to their community that whatever happens, and it doesn't matter. Not everybody likes Ed Sheeran. Some people think he's the best songwriter ever. I love using him as an example because I find him incredible. I find his stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
I find his stuff probably the best wedding songs I've ever heard. You want to slow dance with your wife for the first time, or have a daddy-daughter dance. Use Ed Sheeran.
Oh man, no, I think Denisha walked herself down the aisle.
That's right.
At her wedding.
I'm telling you,
singing an Ed Sheeran song. So
that's
that's fine.
No,
That's
but
good.
I agree with that. The fact that not everybody likes
Tanisha's my wife, by the way. That's
right.
I didn't mention her name before. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think that's the point that I was making was that, you know, not everybody likes Ed Sheeran, you know, but some people think he's incredible. Some people think he's garbage, whatever, you know, whatever hot take they want to have.
Yeah.
But it's always still going to be somebody else that they think is the best. So this AI thing could probably and will probably come out and have the biggest hit song, and it'll probably be big because of the fact that's how they're going to market it. You felt something from a robot, and you know, and you're going to be like, whoa, you know. But then at the same time, it's going to go into the idea of, well, I don't like it. It's not good. I would prefer real art. I prefer real people doing it, and it'll constantly do that.
It's interesting as someone who enjoys playing music, and that is my not day job, because we usually play during nighttime.
Night job.
My night job. And you know, electric guitar, love electric guitar. I get to play it sometimes, usually on keys, singing, and acoustic guitar, but with the electric guitar. And it's funny, we're just having this conversation. It's like, oh no, I believe in real human music versus the robot music. It just brings me back to tubes versus modeling.
That's right.
And stuff like that. I mean, tubes is still the correct answer. So human art is still the correct answer, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll die on that hill.
That's your hill. That's your hill.
That's my hill, and I will die on it.
I think touring, as a touring artist, I have to say, when I was
fair enough.
I was a touring artist, the more digital I could go, the better, because it was one box that I'd have to carry around, lug around, and one box that I had to worry about bringing into the hotel room.
Fair enough.
So it didn't get stolen.
I will say, doing those fly gigs, we've done plenty of those. We'll talk, I think, even maybe about one in the short bit. I'm going to close it with this, but we'll move on to the next section. A little more fun, a little less serious, philosophical. But yeah, no, we do those fly gigs. I have a Line 6 Podgo that I can show in a backpack.
That's right.
Guitar. Yeah, that's way easier. What I really want, and maybe AI can get on this. You're watching this, AI.
Yeah, it is.
I have a foldable keyboard,
right.
but it doesn't have velocity. It doesn't have velocity keys. It's just like on or off. So if we can invent a keyboard that can fold at least in half, that I can take in a backpack on an airplane with my laptop and just have my whole setup. If you can do that, I'll give you as much money as you charge. I will buy that tomorrow.
And haters will say it's not a real keyboard.
It's not a real keyboard.
That's right.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Little music history. It is a real keyboard. It's not a real piano.
There you go.
Keyboard is now officially its own, like, a specific
Beautiful.
group of. Doesn't matter. Getting down the rabbit hole a little bit too much, so I'll end it on that. Moving to the next segment. I moved segment and section together. So next section, which is, I gave him a little bit of a heads up on this. And by that I mean I told him we were going to do a segment.
That's right.
I didn't give him any information about this. So, as a songwriter, I thought it might be interesting. Someone who enjoys writing songs. I also enjoy writing songs. Again, I never wrote the song that changed a generation, but I'm still 35, so there's still time.
There's plenty of time.
I'm blocking all the gray hairs in my beard with this mic, so you can't tell how old I am.
I shaved all the gray hairs out, plucked them.
There you go. There you go. You don't need to get into that. We're still relevant.
That's right.
I'm wearing a beanie. I even forgot to explain why I'm wearing this beanie and this Henley of a shirt.
That's right.
I wore this specifically for you today because I'm like,
oh.
Well, I had a tech director on before, so I wore all black, out of respect.
Oh, cool.
That's a joke. If you know tech directors, their entire wardrobe was black. So I wore a Henley and a beanie, even though it is 96 degrees outside right now.
That's right.
Because this is the most hipsterish songwriting
That's right.
outfit I had.
That's
and
right.
it shows you, given his style, you can tell I haven't been relevant in like 10 years.
Who knows if this is relevant, man? I'm wearing a journal shirt. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I'm getting
That's how
ready
you
to sing
spell
a
it.
One Republic song or something like that. That's the way I'm dressed. I don't have any suspenders, so I couldn't do any of the Mumford kind of look. But anyways, moving on to segment 2, which is something I would like to call reverse inspiration. So, because we have a songwriter here, a fellow, I don't know, you can't say writer of the rails. That I don't know why that popped in my head. We're not that.
We're not.
I don't have a bin.
Whatever that
doing
is,
that.
we're not.
Yeah. I don't know why that popped in my head. A fellow songwriter. I'll just leave it at that. I don't need an idiom or an adjective to describe it. Someone else who happens to enjoy writing songs is sitting next to me. So we're going to talk about reverse engineering those songs, which is I'm going to give him a song and the artist who wrote it, or sang it, performed it famously, and give you multiple choice answers as to why they wrote it. So the inspiration behind the song. So reverse inspiration. We're taking the song. Hopefully you know these songs. I tried to choose relevant ones. Ed Sheeran is one of them.
Oh, thank God.
So we got one there.
That's right.
And there's definitely going to be some that are more my speed. Again,
That's right.
He's a songwriter, which means he writes originals. I used to write originals, but now I perform other people's music for money. Call it what you will. Most of those people, most of those bands that I perform, this is kind of a tentative rule we have in our band. Someone in that band needs to be dead already. And not usually just at the 27 age, kind of like they're still mysterious and cool. It's usually like from,
Old age?
yeah,
Yeah.
like liver spots and stuff like that.
That's
Which I
fair.
don't think it kills you, but I think it just shows up. Like, yeah, I mean, the fact that the Rolling Stones have only got one member gone, I think, might be two.
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea, yeah, but
Point
It's
is,
impressive.
the fact that Keith Richards and Mick Jagger still going around is pretty impressive. But that's the kind of stuff I do. So some of these questions are going to be a little bit old. All that aside, let's just get on to it. You guys don't care about that backstory. Anyways, first question. This one, I think you'll probably know. It's also going to be really easy. Flowers by Miley Cyrus.
yes.
Okay, so he's aware of the song.
Yes.
That's a good start. All right, I will give you 4 of the possible inspiration kind of answers. Number 1, in response to "When I Was Your Man" by Bruno Mars. 2, her divorce from Liam Hemsworth. 3, money. 4, because she was creating an album.
Those are good ones. I love to try to pretend everybody's as deep as it is, so I'm going to say it's for her B. It was
Her divorce with
the divorce. Yeah.
That's correct, because every single one of those answers was correct.
Yeah. Well, it's always about money.
That is always about money. Let's be right. All right. And maybe, okay. So there's no defamation lawsuits coming my way. I don't know if money is technically correct. Right? She was creating an album, obviously.
Well.
And the first 2 answers have been given as possible inspirations.
Right.
Anyways, moving along.
Well, if you wouldn't be a business person for music if you weren't worried about money, right? So I don't think that's defamation. I think she's fair about
Fair
that.
enough. All right. Moving right along. To Ed Sheeran. We have the song Sapphire.
Sapphire. How does that go right now?
Yeah, I was just about to explain that I don't know this song.
I don't know it either.
Anyways, there's 4 possible answers. Let's see. I tried to make it a little easy. So, he wrote it in and because of, so he was touring this particular country. So I'll give you 4 answers. Was it China, Sri Lanka, Kazakhstan, or India?
Wow. India?
Yeah, it was India.
Oh,
I tried making that easy.
Thank God, because
Yeah.
I have no idea what that song. I gotta go listen to that song now.
Fair enough. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, Ed. We're dear friends. We're on first
Ed,
name
if you're
basis.
watching this, man, please, we apologize.
I break all the rules to have you on the podcast. I know I said it's for independent artists. I don't care.
Yeah.
I already said I would sell out. I would also sell out for that.
That's right.
I will throw my principles to the wind to have that shirt on. Next question. Stevie Wonder. I'm sorry I shouted at the microphone. Isn't She Lovely? This is one of his more famous songs about inspirational stories about his songs, I should say. It's one of the more well-known reasons for writing a song. So, Isn't She Lovely? Isn't She Lovely? That song. Anyways, he wrote this for his daughter, his wife, his mom, a long-lost love.
Ooh, that's a good one.
If you know the chorus, you know the answer.
Do I? Do I know the chorus though? I don't know if I know the words.
The words, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's in there. If you're watching,
his mom.
it was not his mom.
Dang, I'm one down, Dan.
One of the lines in the chorus is less than 1 minute old.
Oh, it's his daughter,
It's his
huh?
daughter.
It's his daughter. Beautiful. That's beautiful because that's a great song.
It is a great song. It's a great song. It's also a lie. He didn't write the song. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, I was like, you're really going for this defamation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you
I'm
get out
really
of this.
trying to skirt the legal lines. I don't have representation. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get you press
I did.
training.
Interesting enough, I did a show. I can't say where probably, but I did a show in California with the band I'm a part of, where Stevie Wonder's son showed up,
Oh, cool.
and he sang with another group.
That's awesome.
Interesting. There was
That's
rumors
really-
that Stevie was going to show up. He did not. And his son was not the inspiration for it. Isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Could have been.
All right, next song. Another very famous song. Older, not an Ed Sheeran or Miley Cyrus. This is the Beatles, little known band from Liverpool.
Little
Um,
man.
Little known. And the song is Hey Jude.
Yes.
So Paul McCartney wrote this song. Did he write it for his own son, for John Lennon's son, for George's son, or Ringo's son?
Ringo's son. Is that correct? No. I just threw out the...
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're going to have
threw it
all the
to the wind.
people who are watching this, who figured out how YouTube worked, that are over 50 years old.
They're gonna
really upset at you, right?
Destroy me.
And it's very famously written for John Lennon's son.
Oh, wow.
It was originally called Hey Jules, because John Lennon's son's name is Julian.
Ah.
So it's a very sweet song. It's a
That
great
is a
song.
good song.
It's a great
I
song.
sing that one a lot, and so I'm gonna be destroyed for messing this up. My chat is
Yeah.
going to wreck me for this.
I'm
They're
very
gonna be
sorry.
like, You call
yeah.
yourself a musician, man.
I've recorded a couple of podcasts so far. Kind of grouping them all together before we launch it, and I definitely trapped the tech director into insulting some people that he works with. In the general sense, not anyone in particular.
That's
okay,
right,
it's a
that's
lot
right,
nicer than that.
that's right.
So I guess it wouldn't be. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't keep the same stuff going.
That's right. Yeah, you can't screw somebody else over and then be so forgiving.
I mean, I can. I just probably shouldn't.
That's right.
I'm not any.
And where's the drama?
I'm not like better now than I was before.
That's right.
Anyways, moving on. Next song, another famous song, another older song for you. "Smoke on the Water."
Mm-hmm.
First song everybody ever learned.
Guitar.
On guitar, and the song you hear as you walk into a certain famous guitar shop.
Awful.
Or a bad rendition of Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven."
That's right.
Anyways,
One of the two.
"Smoke on the Water." Was it in response to real events? So it is real events. I'm just going to ask. It's for concerts of 4 individual groups. So real events took place. I looked up what those real events were. I have since forgotten what those real events were. I assume it has something to do with fire and probably water as well. Alright, so real events that took place at a concert for the Beatles, the Righteous Brothers, Frank Zappa, the Isley Brothers.
You know,
I didn't know any more brothers to...
that's right. That's right.
Sorry.
Is it
If you know more brothers,
Jonas
it's in the
Brothers?
chat.
The Jonas Brothers, baby.
yeah, "Smoke in the Water." 20 years older than the Jonas Brothers.
Hey, it would have been
Before the
great.
Jonas Brothers.
It would have been great. Was it response to? Say them again.
So, the Beatles, the Righteous Brothers, Frank Zappa, the Isley Brothers.
The Righteous Brothers.
It's not.
Dang, I'm so bad at these
Sorry.
old ones.
No, this one, I had no idea. I knew all the other ones so far. Not the ones that are less than 20 years old. Like Miley Cyrus and Sapphire. I had no idea. I didn't know those ones. But I knew, the Beatles.
This is what you do. So
This one I did not know. I know who this is. I know who Frank Zappa is. It's Frank Zappa. Concert, Frank Zappa.
Would not have got it.
Yeah, because most people may have heard of his name. Maybe you haven't. You probably don't know any of his music, which is fair.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's alien to me.
The most interesting, yeah, fair enough. And to most people who listen to his music, the most interesting thing about him to me, he's a solid musician. I don't love his tone, he's a solid musician. Was a solid musician. I believe he's passed. His daughter or his son, I don't know because it's not a super gender specific name. One of his children's name is Moon Unit.
Moon Unit.
Moon Unit.
Wonderful name, man. You weren't high at all. Oh my god.
The creative mind is an interesting thing.
Yes.
And drugs, not even once.
That's right. That's right.
Except if you're doing rock and roll, which he was. Anyways, I'm joking. Don't do drugs. It's bad.
Bad for
Next
you.
one. It's bad. Terrible. Awful thing. We'll get into that later. All right. I'm going to keep saying that for everything.
Yeah.
You're too young for drugs.
We'll get into that.
They make you paranoid.
We'll
Anyways,
get into that.
next one. Sarah Bareilles.
Sarah Bareilles?
Okay. Love song.
Okay.
So, not gonna write you a love song.
Yeah.
Cause you asked for it.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyways, so why did she write it? Was it for an old boyfriend, her mom, her dad, the record company?
Ooh, that last one's a good trick one if it is a trick. I want that one to be the answer. I'm going to go with it because I want that to be the
That's
answer.
absolutely the answer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sarah Bareilles.
That is hard.
That is awesome.
That is
Super cool.
so cool.
Mad respect, Sarah. Come on the podcast. I'll sell.
That is
I'll sell out for you coming too. Miley Cyrus too. I'm sorry, I missed you earlier. If anyone famous wants to come to the podcast, no offense to Jeremy.
He's like, get out of here. Their seat's reserved.
I will make you.
That's cool. She wrote that. For
Yes.
them. That's
So,
awesome.
The story is apparently that she was being pressured. And again, I looked all this stuff up. I did my own research because I'm a one-man band here.
That's right.
And then I forgot a lot of it. And so I'm pretty sure the story is that she was pressured by her record company because, we really need a love song. It's really poppy. And we put it in movies and do all this kind of stuff. The marketing for it, sells itself. She's like, no. And then she wrote, not going to write you a love song, which is awesome.
I love
So
it.
good.
I love
So
it.
good.
Such a popular song, too.
It is. We got 3 more in this round and the lightning round. I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to break his episode up into 2, or we'll probably just have to snip some things out and release those as separate clips.
I would love that, too.
Little insight
More clips
behind.
have the better.
All right. Anyways, next song, Nirvana.
Yeah.
He knows who Nirvana is.
Yeah, I do know Nirvana.
You better know who Nirvana is. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in a flannel shirt.
That's
So
right.
if you own a flannel
Such
shirt,
a
as everyone knows, when you buy the flannel shirt, you have to sign that release that you know at least 2 Nirvana songs.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think I made it on the cusp of 3 songs.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Next
I
time
know
you see
Dave Grohl came from Grohl.
Yeah.
Grohl. Dave Grohl came from there. Yeah, he was the drummer.
and their bass player's like 6'8". That's pretty much all I
Did
know.
not know that.
Yeah. Anyways, next time you see Journal, test him on his Nirvana knowledge. Ask for 4 songs.
Oh,
Really stretch.
I'm
Anyways,
brilliant.
so Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'm assuming one of the songs he knows.
Easily.
Yeah. One of my favorite Weird Al covers.
That's right.
I think it smells like Teen Spirit, something like
Yeah,
that.
something
Super meta.
like that.
Anyways, Nirvana. So, giving you 2 options for this.
Ooh.
Way easier.
50-50.
Right? 50-50. Doing the lifeline for that. Anyways,
Let's go.
so was it a friend's graffiti who would later tease Kurt Cobain for smelling like Teen Spirit, which is a deodorant brand, even though Cobain did not know that at the time, or drugs?
I have to say that I mean that's such a crazy one to say. Drugs would be obvious, but I think he was always on drugs, so that wouldn't be the story.
I don't know. Cobain Estate, don't sue us.
I'm just hey. I would say the first one.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
the first one. I was trying to make it a little easy, like, hey,
Yeah.
this super specific answer,
Or
drugs. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Apparently, as the story goes, he saw his friend's wall had some graffiti art on it. He thought, that's really cool. And then he got teased about smelling like a specific kind of deodorant, which means, had he been wearing Old Spice,
That's right.
Kurt Cobain would probably still be with us.
And that's the
I don't know if that's
the brand importance right there.
Yeah. Or
See.
Degree. Can you imagine that song?
Smells like degree.
Smells like Degree.
That's not actually could have worked.
I don't know what that means. Or,
Smells like
Smells Like
Degree.
Secret would have been really good.
Smells like secret.
Yeah.
Smells like
That's a
Jake
woman's
Paul's
deodorant.
W.
Jake Paul has a deodorant.
Yeah, it's called W. It's in
Well-
Walmart. Surprisingly enough, yeah.
That seems like it makes sense.
Yeah, he's done the whole boxing route, so he's
Yeah.
got sports stuff now.
So, I mean, we've all thought from time to time, I would love to smell like Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now you can.
Now you can.
Not
I
a
mean,
sponsor.
Not
Anyways.
a sponsor, yeah, we're just
Got
shouting
two
out
more.
anyways.
2 more left in this round, then we'll get to the lightning round, and then we'll get some other things. I know, these songs are getting up there. But before they're done, we'll say our goodbyes. Anyways, Adele, Hello.
That
Very
was
famous
funny.
song. Very famous
That
song.
was funny. We'll say our goodbyes and hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't on purpose. But as I've said several times, we'll get to why I've said some things that I've said. Anyways, next song, Hello by Adele. Was it her first date with Rich Paul in response to Lionel Richie, who famously had the song, Hello, is it me you're looking for? It's probably the only amount that I can say.
That's right.
Lionel Richie. Anyways, or was it reconnecting with people, herself and her son, or the guilt over doing music and leaving her son?
The guilt over doing music with her son.
The last one. So reconnecting with people and the guilt over her son. That's one answer.
I mean,
So there's three options.
Three options.
First
Okay.
date with Rich Paul, her current boyfriend. Lionel Richie. I don't believe they.
that's such a
ever
cool
dated.
one. That's such a cool one, though. If she was that clever to do that, I love when people go super in depth with. That's why they wrote an art, like a song was because it's something super in depth. But I feel like it's gonna be the third option.
The third option.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the third option.
Yeah.
I believe they've only been dating for like 2 years, and because I know the song from Adele, I'm pretty sure it's older than 2 years old.
It's definitely older.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. But I always love when they come up with a really cool answer as to why they wrote something. Like, I have a song where it was my favorite 2000 songs, and it's
Okay.
called John Lennon.
Okay.
But
I have an idea of what I think it's written for.
really, you want to try reversing this one, huh?
Was it for the Beatle?
No.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It
We'll
was
see
a
you
bunch
next
of.
week, everybody.
It's a bunch of.
So-
It was a bunch of breakup songs or love songs, like "Toxic" from Britney
Okay.
Spears, "Bye Bye Bye" from NSYNC.
Right.
You know, "Cry Me a River" from Justin Timberlake. All these cool songs that I loved listening to growing up, and then it says the line, "I'm not gonna hold your hand, no John Lennon." You know, so
Well, I'm not going to hold your hand. So
yeah,
I
instead
want to
of
hold
"I
your
wanna hold
hand.
it." So I wrote it with that intention of reversing breakup songs, basically saying like, or reversing love songs and stuff like that, and saying that this is how it is. So it's almost like a medley. It's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you also have it's funny. Paul McCartney wrote silly love songs, sort of. It's a response to that. Anyways, moving on.
Beautiful.
Last question for this round, and then we'll get into the lightning round, which is, as you might expect, all Taylor Swift songs. Anyways, this is Fleetwood Mac is the artist. You aware of who
Yes,
they are?
I know
All right.
Fleetwood.
Stevie Nicks,
Yes.
Mac Fleetwood, and Lindsey Buckingham, and the fourth one.
And the fourth.
I'm
And
sorry.
the bass player.
I don't remember. I should really know. Anyways, so, like the song Go Your Own Way. Huge
Mhm.
song. Huge song. This is not Go Your Own Way. This is every Fleetwood Mac song.
Ooh.
Every Fleetwood Mac song. Was the inspiration cheating, infidelity, being unfaithful, or adultery?
Ooh. Cheating.
Those are all synonyms.
They're all the same.
It's all-
thing. You
yeah,
son
yeah,
of a gun.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
You're
every
just-
single one of those answers is.
I didn't realize I'm being trolled right now.
Well, you think that's being trolled?
That's
Lightning
right.
round's gonna get
Lightning
worse.
round. Let's go, baby.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm
But
going to sit up
anyways,
for this.
anyways, yes. Famously,
Mhm.
a lot of the Fleetwood Mac songs are about
Infidelity.
infidelity. I believe. I
Indifference.
can't. I really should. I should remember this. I'm in a tribute and cover band. I do old songs all the time. I should remember which song this is, but there is a particular song that I believe one of them wrote and had the spouse in the band, the spouse in the band, sing about the adulterous relationship. That's about as low as you can get.
Wow. You're going to sing about how you cheated on me.
No, you're gonna sing about how I cheated.
Oh, that's even worse. Wow.
Infidelity. Not even once.
Gaslighting.
Sorry, like drugs.
That's right.
Don't do it. This podcast, The Green Room is a Bathroom, stands vehemently against adultery.
There you go.
It's bad.
That's a good stance
do
to
it.
take.
Yeah, don't.
That's
don't
a good
cheat.
stance.
Look, hey, you're thinking about it. You know who you are. Not you. You're watching right now. Stop it. I know that this podcast is super stimulating mentally and then can also act as an aphrodisiac, so you're getting all hyped up. Don't.
That's right. That's right.
Stop it. Anyways, lightning round.
Lightning round. Let's go.
All Taylor Swift. So, the key to this is you're going to tell me which boyfriend this song was written for.
Oh, crap. I don't even know all her boyfriends, man.
I Don't eat it. I mean, I know every single one of these names except for one.
They're multiple choice, right? Or I might have to fill
It
in.
was lightning round, so it wasn't going to be.
It's gonna
But how about this? How about this? I'll give you a list, and some of these are going to be on here more than once. I will give you a list of all the options that I have. This is not an extensive list. Again, Taylor Swift, if you want to come on the podcast as well.
The recurring joke.
It's not a joke, please.
Please.
You would make my career.
That's right.
With just one appearance. You can zoom in. You don't even have to sit in the chair. Just zoom in.
Plaster your wall.
Please. Anyways, I mean nothing by this.
I feel very valued.
I'm sorry, Journal. You're telling me.
That's right. You're
If Taylor Swift knocked at the door right now, you would be like, well, Mark.
Yeah, it's nice knowing you.
See ya.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out of your hair now.
That's right.
You'd be a selfish brother-in-law if you do.
That's right.
Anyways, all right, the list is. You ready? Because you're going to have to keep these names in memory.
Go.
Except when you ask for me to repeat them. So we have Jake Gyllenhaal.
Got it.
Joe Jonas.
I know him.
We have Taylor Lautner.
Taylor, got him all.
All right, John Mayer.
Loved him. Good.
Corey Monteith.
Don't know him.
Neither did I. I feel a little bit more vindicated. And the last one, who I did not know that she dated, Tom Hiddleston.
Okay.
Tom
let's
Hiddleston.
Go.
I didn't enunciate.
Tom Hiddleston. Let's
Loki himself.
Loki.
Or that one dude from Kong Skull Island himself.
No.
All right. So, first question. I don't remember his name. I like movies, but I don't remember his name. Anyways, getting back on track. First song, Back to December. I don't know this song.
Back to December. And it's going to be about one of them?
One of them.
John Mayer.
It is not John
Dang
Mayer.
it.
John Mayer is probably going to be fairly easy. It is Mr. Shirtless himself, Taylor Lautner.
Taylor. That was my second choice, man.
Mr. Biceps.
Like, this sounds like it was around Twilight time.
Sure. I assume that's when they were dating. All right, next one. I don't know. All Too Well.
All Too Well?
Keep in mind, some of these will be repeated as far as answers, because apparently she's been inspired more than once
By
some of these.
boy Taylor?
I'm not saying it's. What I'm saying is, some of these answers.
Well, that was my answer.
Your answer is Taylor?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, All Too Well. No.
Dang it! I was confidently wrong.
It's Mr. Mysterio himself. I'm just gonna keep referring to him as the Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal. I don't know. It's Swedish.
Gyllenhaal. One of a great actor. Great actor. I like him.
He's good. Also buff, actually. To be fair. Get on
Travis Kelce, very buff.
He's a large man.
That's right.
All right. Next question. Mr. Perfectly Fine.
Okay, that's John Mayer.
It's not John.
Come on, no way. Who is that? Is that Harry Styles?
It was Joe Jonas. I did not give Harry Styles as an option.
Joe Jonas. Wow.
Did they date?
Yes, they. Well, it's like I think it was like secret date.
Ah,
Nobody knows for sure.
Got it.
Everybody knows, but nobody knows for sure.
sweet. I play songs from the 60s.
That's right. You know, I'm gonna get wrecked by all the Swifties right now for not knowing these answers. So.
If it helps, no one's going to see this.
That's fair. That's fair. Until I promote it. then 5 people will see it.
Yeah! 5. Your 5 plus my none is 5. So 5 people will give you that. Thank you. All right. Next one. The Last Time.
The Last Time. That's gotta be famous. That's gotta be that one. Oh my God, this is not very lightning of me. Jake Gyllenhaal.
It is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. 1 for 4 right now.
That's okay. I would have gotten one of these maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
And none of the ones that you've answered so far. I don't know if I know any of these songs.
Really?
I might know one of them on the list that I haven't said yet.
You have to know. You'll probably hear it and be like, oh, I know that song.
Yeah. All right. Next one. The one he better get. Dear John.
John Mayer.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
John Mayer.
Right.
It's gonna be Jake.
John Mayer. John Mayer. Of course.
Yeah.
He's also like incredibly tall.
Yeah.
6'5".
Yeah. That guy's so talented, man. One of my favorites from high school. Grew up listening to him. Love him.
So talented. John, if you want to come on.
You are so crazy.
I went to Berklee School of Music online for a semester and a half.
That's right.
You went
guys got a lot in common.
We're basically the same thing. I also play guitar, just not nearly as well.
That's right. He's so talented, man.
Anyways.
To
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I think you gotta cut it there because I'm not sure of the legal
Don't
restrictions.
do that.
All right, next
Cut
question.
the whole thing.
Next question. Forever and always.
Forever and
Thumbs up,
always.
wasn't it?
Forever and always.
Forever and always. It is not Travis Kelce. I love football. I said Trevor. Kelce.
You're gonna get wrecked by
I'm gonna
the
get wrecked.
NFL.
I'm gonna get wrecked. Not a Chiefs fan. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
So,
Buccaneers.
what's the name of the song again?
Forever and always.
Forever and always.
Turns out it wasn't Forever and always. I don't know if that's in the song or not. If it's like Forever and always. Sorry.
Nah.
Yeah, the one with the board.
I would say that's gonna be Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, it was not Jake Gyllenhaal. It was Joe Jonas again.
She's loving Joe. She's loving Joe.
Mr. Perfectly Fine feels like the greatest insult of all time, if I'm honest.
That does
So,
sounds a little weird.
loving Taylor. I'm not used to wearing beanies when it's 96 degrees outside.
I'm wearing 2 sweaters right now. 2
Fair.
jackets.
But branding is important.
That's right.
Anyways, I don't want to keep pointing at the...
Journal. I don't know. You're very pointy. It's
Very
very. You're gonna. I won't say that one. I was gonna say it's very somebody, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you off the hook with that one. You might not
I'm
like
just
it.
myself, all right?
That's right.
Anyways, 2 more. We have Getaway Car.
Getaway car would be.
We also have 2 people that have not been mentioned yet. So, process of elimination. It's probably one of those 2.
I can't remember them. That's the hard part. That's
One of
what I
them's
remember.
famous, and one of them we don't know.
The one that's not. The one we don't know.
Corey Monteith?
Yeah,
Keith?
that guy.
You think it's him?
No, it's Tom Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
Tom.
Tom Hiddleston.
It's Tom.
It is Tom.
Yeah.
It's Tom.
Yeah.
It's Tom.
Yeah,
Getaway
Tom.
Car is about Tom Hiddleston.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
don't
song.
remember Loki driving a car.
No, he doesn't need to. He disappears.
So don't remember.
But Tom does need to drive cars because he's not Loki.
He is. He is Loki. I saw him.
Okay.
He's been in quite a few things, actually. He's been Loki for like 12 plus
Long
years.
time Loki.
Yeah.
Typecast.
Actually, let's see. Okay. Avengers 1 was 2012, I think.
It's not been over.
No, yes, it was. It was 2012. And he was in Thor before then. So that was like 2010, I think. Maybe
2010, 2000. I think it was.
So 15 years of Loki, and you're telling me he's not Loki?
I'm just telling you, that's a character.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's a character.
It's a semantic game.
Yeah. He's just.
Leave it to the songwriter to play a semantic game.
He's just playing a role. Like, I'm not actually named Journal. Post Malone's not actually Posty.
Now I feel like we've all been lied to. Do you feel better now?
No.
Okay. Well, when I fall apart
No.
on camera in front of tens of views,
Tens.
I hope you just say to yourself, wow, I just take what I want. Anyways, so take what you want, Josh. Last one, mine.
Mine. That would be the no-name guy.
Yeah, it has a name.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It's
I
Corey
don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Sure.
Corey Tithe. Monteith. I'm sorry. He's more famous than I am, obviously.
Clearly. I mean, he's got that Taylor bump.
For now, but follow, like, and subscribe, and make me more famous than that guy.
That's right. Get the Taylor bump.
Yeah. Which you can't. Taylor Swift, if you just want to just hang out on the chair, we can talk about each
Chair.
whatever. I can apologize for this lightning round game. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please come on my show. Anyways, that's a lightning round. I don't remember how many you got.
That was fun.
And if I did, I wouldn't have a prize.
Tell us
for
in the
you.
comments how many I won.
All right.
There you go.
So this is definitely gonna have to be cut into some segments because I'm just
It's great.
whatever. Anyways, so before we get into segment 3, I do have one final question for you, and it's very interesting. I was trying to figure out an artist that I was going to do this with, and I'm bringing in a gimmick for some of these. I didn't do this for one other podcast, but I'm going to be doing it moving forward, and that is, I had been very covertly and very casually interjecting song titles from a specific artist that I know you know.
Post Malone, I heard it.
Post Malone.
Yeah. I heard it when you said I Fall Apart. I wanted to say good song. Yeah.
So let's see. I have said Too Young.
Better Off.
Up there. I think. Yeah. I said Goodbyes. That's why I said Goodbyes. Didn't have anything to do with hellos.
Right.
Take What You Want. Myself. I don't know if I said Wow. I think there was another one I got. I think I did. I think I said Too Young.
You definitely said Better Off.
I said Paranoid. We were talking about drugs.
That's
That
what
was
makes it
what we
paranoid.
were talking about later. Drugs.
That's right.
All right.
Good segment.
Good segment. Good segue. Tell me who else you want me to say this with. Apparently, there's a lot of artists who just have a million songs that you don't know. I don't know any songs.
You gotta fail a lot to make it, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I assume they're not failing.
No.
Post Malone is worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And he was in a Bud Light commercial. Something I'd
Sponsored by
Bud Light, if you ever want to come on my show.
Just the can. Just the can of Bud Light.
I'll talk to a can of Bud Light.
That's
I don't
right.
care.
So Bud Light.
I don't care.
So
I won't
Bud.
drink it on camera because I'm pretty sure there's YouTube restrictions and that would make it an age restricted thing that I couldn't monetize and all that stuff. Anyway, segment 3. Pointing at the camera again. I'm working out who I am on camera, and
That's
so
right.
we're all figuring it out together.
That's
Segment
right.
3, horror stories from the road. I have a few that I've thought of, and I told you this.
You
right?
told me we
Ahead
were
of
going
time?
to do something.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. What I don't want to do is like horror stories from the road, and go. So I'll lead into this a little bit, give you a little time just in case. Gather your thoughts, whichever one you want to do. I was contemplating a few things. So, been in a band for a very long time. I've done live music for a very long time. I think the first show I ever did was when I was 17. And so we definitely lied about my age because I'm pretty sure it was like a bar or something like
That's
that.
right.
And by lied about my age, I just mean like we didn't mention it. Like everyone else in the band was like 40s or 50s. And I was 17. I was very much still in high school. And so if you don't talk about it, they just don't ask.
That's right. That's the rule of the road.
Yeah, I didn't drink or anything. It was fine. I didn't have my first beer until I was like 23.
Wow.
I don't know. Anyways, so could talk about that. Won't talk about that. We've been late to shows. We get the times wrong. We've shown up to shows literally a month early when you get the month wrong. We drove through a blizzard in North Dakota once. Tons of cars like off the side of the road. You're just like making this 80-mile trip because you have to make your flight back in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I forgot the one North Dakota city I know. Gosh, starts with a B.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never
I'm
been to
so
North
sorry, North Dakota. Please come on my podcast. I don't know how that'll work. I'll figure it out.
The whole state
The whole
of North
state.
Dakota just sitting here right
It's
here.
not that big of a room.
So,
to make it work.
North.
We could probably
Tell me about yourself.
What's the Zoom restriction for numbers? Like, just do it in batches.
That's
Anyways,
I interviewed all of North Dakota. That's quite a clickbait title.
and I almost went with this last one. This one happened recently, but I've performed, Don't Stop Believing My Journey, where I played keys and sang it while the rest of the band could not hear the keys or me singing. And it was as bad as you might imagine. But I think what I want to do is go a little unconventional. This is live music. It's not in this tribute band or cover band that I've done. It is, I spent 5 years as a worship director at a church. And I interviewed and they came back and said, no, thank you. Have a nice day. And then later came back and said, all right, baby. And they gave me a temp contract, so it was like 6 months basically. Hey, prove to us you don't suck at this. And it's like, great, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did.
Suck
but
at it.
no, I proved that I said I was there for 5 years. They gave me a 6 month contract. Before that, they were like, thanks,
right.
doesn't matter. Got the job. Congratulations, me. This was 15 years ago. No, it wasn't. It was 10 years ago. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I'm on a temp contract, probationary period. They could fire me at any point, and they'd be well within their rights. There was a little bit of drama that happened at the church. There was some leadership shiftings, and some people were asked to step down and stuff like that. And then part of my job was sort of welcoming people in, kind of being casual with it before we start the songs. And on one particular Sunday, which happened to be the Sunday after all this stuff went down, I slipped up in what I was saying. I messed up. I'm like, oh my gosh, my words are jumbled. Please don't fire me, boss. And immediately just went, given everything that had happened that week, over loss of jobs for some people. And Tuesday was our weekly meeting. How'd things go? And I thought, oh, I'm about to go. Go in and basically they were very gracious. It was interesting. It was, hey Mark, you did great on Sunday. There was one spot that I can think of that I didn't particularly think went as well as you wanted it to, and that was probably the worst I've ever felt doing live music. It wasn't even music. I was just jumbling my words, right, as I've done many times here, but I can't be fired here.
Yeah.
So that was the worst I think I've ever felt.
That's pretty fair.
Maybe ever. That was awful.
That's
awful.
pretty fair. Yeah.
Don't need to know the names of anybody. It's all right. So, Mr. Journal.
Yes.
If you don't mind me referring to you as Mr. Please, tell us a horror story from the road.
Sure, I got a good one, man.
Okay,
I was thinking of a couple, but there was this one time in Oklahoma we felt the full wind of a tornado, but I was like, that's cool. But I was like, no. This one is it. Okay. The same tour. So this tour, we refer to this tour as the tour from hell because it's on the same tour. The same blizzard happened at this tour. We had our pipes freeze, and then because we went to Florida right after the pipes freeze, they all burst open, and we smelled nothing but sewage the whole time.
Oh, so you were in an RV?
Yeah, okay. We had to rip all of that out, all the carpet out ourselves. Then the RV eventually ended up just breaking down, and we had to find our own way back home.
Feels like pipes explode.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so...
Okay. So none of this is the horror
Not
story.
the story.
Okay.
No. The story is the same tour. We're driving the RV before it breaks down. This is how it breaks down. We're sleeping after just... I pulled the all-nighter drive with another person, so me and him are sleeping. and as we're sleeping, we wake up to slowly drifting further down the bed because the guy that's driving had fallen asleep and went into the median area and just started hitting the rail. So I've never seen so much stuff flying because all of our coffee supplies is just all over the place, as well as the drummer. The only person to get hurt.
Sorry, the drummer's all over the place?
Yeah, he's flying. He's flying from the bed. He's flying into the wall. And all you hear the entire time as this is all happening is, and it's the drummer. He's the only one hurting this all, right? And he goes, my leg! Yes, he hurt his leg. So we had to backtrack the kick drums for the rest of the tour because he busted up his leg. But the worst part about it all was me and my friend, one of my best friends, I've been in his wedding. It's my friend Jason. He and I shared the top overhang of the RV from the driver's seat, and we're up there sliding down, and I have to wake up. When I wake up finally and realize what's going on, his butt is right here in my face, and I'm just like, this can't get any worse,
Jason, we're closer than ever.
That's right. This is how I'm gonna die, is what I'm thinking. Gosh. I'm gonna die face
first into your.
Right.
Leave that out.
Yeah. Beep. And it was just it was awful. It was awful. It was so awful. And the driver had no accountability. He's like, no, I swerved out of the way of something. Just because he didn't want to say he fell asleep.
For several consecutive minutes and bumps.
That's right.
Just a lot of swerving.
And I lost control. Blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, we just needed to get one place. 2 hours from the venue. It took us till 8 p.m. to get there. We were late. We had to switch the whole tour around.
Yeah. I'll be honest. In that store, awful. Terrible, terrible story. Wouldn't want to experience it. I'm not sure if that's worse than having to play drums with a tracked kick.
No, that poor guy. That poor guy.
My first instrument in live music was drums. And that sounds like torture. That sounds like the worst thing.
Yeah, he was over here over here trying to keep beat. It was the worst show. And that show was the night that the label showed up to check out the live music.
How's this band that we signed doing? They see whoa, what?
That's right. It didn't go very well. They specifically said, we like your singer. Everybody else, and it was the singer and the guitar player, they wanted to just basically take them and move to a different band because they said everybody else, no. And then they offered me the bass position. They were like, we want you to be the bassist backup screamer. We don't want this screamer here. We don't want anybody else, like, because it was a metal band. And so they were like, we don't want anybody else. We want you, bassist screams, him, lead singing, just by himself. And then they wanted the guitarist. Everybody else could get wrecked. And so the band fell apart after the tour. Surprise.
I can't imagine why.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can in the comments, go ahead and write it. Or not. I don't care.
You should care.
I probably should. Right? Isn't apathy like a virtue? Something like that?
Yeah, sure.
I don't care. Anyways, well, if he hadn't gotten the Post Malone sneaking in all those songs, so it was I Fall Apart I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I thought that was one of those ones that I could sneak in there. Anyways, if he hadn't said it, I would have just said, thanks for coming, Josh. Sunflower. But not gonna do that. But before we go, Josh, do you have anything to plug? Do you have music, Discord, shows, anything that you want to tell the fives of people?
Absolutely. So I have been writing a lot, so I'm going to be putting out another album soon.
Very cool.
Check it out on Spotify right now, journal.com. You can find all of my links. That includes my link to Twitch, journalmusic.com. Spelled JVRNL, just like this, just like that. Right there.
Oh, the hat's been there the whole time. It's been
That's
behind my tablet.
There you go.
That's
Surprise.
so cool.
Sneaky.
We might get a picture of that and maybe plaster it on the screen.
That's right.
Maybe we will. Maybe I'll remember to do that.
That's right.
It's my brother-in-law. I'll never see him again.
That's right. But yeah, that's it. You can catch me streaming every day, working on music live on stream. I do that as well. It's very fun. So come over here, see if you got what it takes to help write some lyrics and stuff.
Ooh,
We'll see you there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Again, this has been The Green Room is a Bathroom. If you know what that means, you belong here.
That's
all
right.
right. Thanks, everybody.